If you're applying to top MBA program, you're very likely to make these 7 mistakes, and these can cost you a lot. A lot of you can end up losing a year, tons of potential scholarships, and these can even cost you your entire MBA plan. Pick a pen and paper, let's get set, go. Mistake 1. A lot of you start preparing for GMAT just a couple of months before the deadlines, which makes you really anxious if you're not getting the right mock scores. Think about it this way. Even if you do get the desired score even a month before the deadline, you end up spending weeks in shortlisting your consultant, chasing recommenders, working around half-baked stories, and you end up losing the opportunity to apply because of lack of time. In an ideal scenario, you should give story building roughly 6 weeks minimum, even if you're working with an admission consultant. And if you're applying to an M7 category school, even more. Mistake 2. You make a mistake of ignoring the essays and stories during the time you're preparing for GMAT. Unfortunately, most of you see them for the first time after getting a valid GMAT score, and you get significantly surprised. See, lack of time makes your stories very, very transactional, and some of you really end up fixing grammar, language, without realizing that there is no meat in your stories. Develop the habit of writing bits and pieces of stories ahead of time or thinking about them when you're traveling or even before sleeping while at work. Essay writing is not just about the essays, it is about you. And your revolution is more important. Trust me, it's more important if you're looking for an admit. So, create a user account on your target school's application portal today and start writing good, bad, really bad, horrible, whatever stories come to your mind. And if you do this groundwork ahead of time, you'll have tons of stories already. It will help you, both you and your admission consultant, even if you plan to hire one. Mistake 3. Quitting your job in application a year to prepare for GMAT or any reason is a major mistake. Do not do that ever. If you quit your job, most of the schools will see you as a liability and will not take you. See, if they can't sell you further because of your commitment issues with your previous job, they will reject you. And if you reach an interview stage, the interviewer will have that as the main point of focus and you will feel like you are in a cage fight. Remember, a school is a marketplace for applicants and recruiters, and you need to show that you're sellable. Mistake 4. Not networking enough while you're in the process of applying. And I know half of you watching this video will not even know why this is important. You've got to network to find out more about your fit with the programs to create a very, very strong story. And you have got to do this during your entire application journey. Yes, if you're looking for a top MBA program, welcome to the world where you connect with strangers. You've got to build connections. Mistake 5, important one. Remember, you write stories and essays without keeping your target audience in mind. And a lot of you come from great backgrounds, and I've seen that. But you write as if someone from your own company or on your own industry or family is the target audience without realizing that your stories have to make an impact on a person very different from your background or even nationality. And that essay has to make an impact independently with you not being around to help that stranger navigate through the missing links. It is a one-way loop, guys. If they don't understand something, they're not going to call you back to find out. Very different from the communication that we are used to when we're writing emails to people, and we can go back and forth on these clarifications. Next mistake. Your boss tells you that he doesn't have time to write recommendations, and you start writing your own recommendations thinking that no one is watching. Can you imagine? It is like making your video in a closed room and then telling the world that, hey, this is my boss's video. Yes, I tell this to the applicants that I also work with. See, schools can see a fake expression. It is very, very expensive mistake, and it is not easy for human beings to represent themselves in their own critique. If your bosses are occupied, help them by giving them an executive summary of your engagement with them, all the projects and accomplishments that you're proud of. But don't create the letter yourself. It's a big mistake. Mistake number 7. You get one rejection and you're heartbroken, and you treat it like, oh my God, it's a breakup. Not a great idea to take a rejection personally. See, I know a lot of my applicants have gone to top 10, top 20 programs of the world after getting 3 to 4 consecutive rejections. And you've got to get the engine running till the last interview. The next school does not care about your result with the previous schools and is most likely oblivious to it. Thank you so much for watching. Start your game ahead of time. If you have any questions related to your profile, MBA education, Put them in the comment section below and I will answer each and every one of them. Do subscribe, press the bell icon and stay updated with a lot of videos that I'll be throwing on this channel. Thank you so much. This is Jatin and I'll see you in my next video.